Oh boy, I can't wait to try out the new gacha from NetMarble. It's called Solo Leveling Arise. Wait, no, what is this? Don't do this to me.
Now let's go elbow deep into Solo Leveling Arise. Before that, actually, I'm gonna have a little bit of a bonus content at the end of the video, separate from the review. Just gonna be a quick guide on how to literally break this game. The story is quite good. I've read the manhwa a while back, and from what I can remember, it's a one-to-one representation from the events of the manhwa, and they did a really cool thing where they added these side chapters which you can experience the story from other characters' point of view, which wasn't really, some of them are really not tackled in the manhwa. I don't know about the anime because unfortunately I haven't seen it yet, but no, that's great. I love the artistic representation, the way they mixed the manhwa panels with the animation, and I think it's really cool and it's really well done. There isn't some minor things like I don't know, the way they kill Rakshasa crushing his head or things like that. It's a little bit different, but it's minor things, nothing too relevant. Another great thing would be the combat itself. The combat, I think it's really, it feels a little bit clunky at first, but is what I would like to call easy to learn, hard to master to a certain extent. You get to distribute your points as you level up. You have the main skills, which are the ones at the top, and then let's call it the runes or sub skills or variation of the same skill, which will affect not only the visuals but also how the skill itself interacts with the enemies, or your sort of in terms of mobility. So there is a lot of potential for character personalization within, especially with Jinwoo. Then you have artifacts. It's nothing new, it's all the stuff that we've seen before from other games. I'm afraid that this is all the good stuff that I have to say about the game.
Oh, what?
From here on out is just a downward spiral fall into just the sheer money grind that this game really is. Remember what I said before, like how it gives you a lot of character personalizations and build choices and things. You can take all of that and just simply throw it out of the window when you realize that this game, all it really is just a giant DPS check. Is either a DPS check in other modes, which are few and not really that many, or it's a level gate. Like you can't access this chapter of the story until you've reached level 45, but to reach level 45, because the experience is so hard to come by, even if you clear all of the side content and stuff, it's gonna take you a couple of days anyway. So it's an attempt from NetMarble to just keep you coming back. You need to come in every day, play all of the things, log in every day, which is okay. It's typical from gacha games, but it's the way that it's handled that it's a little bit weird, because even when you do reach that level, even when you do reach that cap, it doesn't matter what your build is, it doesn't matter what stats you have allocated and things, because everything is a DPS check. And the way that they enforce this DPS check is by giving you a timer for the missions. So very early it dawned on me, like right after chapter 7 or chapter 6 in the story, it dawned on me that the reason why I was failing in some modes and some missions, even story related, it wasn't because I wasn't skilled enough, it wasn't because I wasn't dodging properly, or because the boss was I needed more defense and the boss was dealing too much damage to me, right? No, it was simply because that bloody timer kept on running out. I wasn't having enough damage output. If you're not dealing damage, you're not doing it right. and that reflects even on the skill choices and variety. Like you see all of these skills. If it doesn't say break damage somewhere, useless. If it has a long animation, useless. So you see these: agility, useless; vitality, useless; intelligence, useless; perception, you only need a certain amount until you reach around 80-85% of precision, and then the rest just goes everything into strength. The only thing that matters is the strength stats. You might be saying, oh, but agility increase your crit hit rate and crit damage. No! You can mitigate that with artifacts. And this is why as well, you have so many sets. Like you have quite a decent amount of sets, which is great. Like stuff that gives you set bonuses, and there is options for, there is the hypothetical and theory crafting and the building. It could be amazing. Like you have all of these different sets, like ultimate skill damage, and all irrelevant. Just slap on the crit hit rate and crit hit damage, something else that increases the DPS, and boom, you're done. Good. Right after chapter 6, it dawned on me that this game has a major issue. It's a action RPG game that does not want you to play it.
What?
It wants to play by itself. It wants you to sit on a chair and just watch it play. I'll give you like a quick example on here. So right after chapter 6, you unlock auto battle. Yeah, auto battle in an action RPG game. And that to me speaks volumes to what the true identity of this game is. If you see right now, I'm not playing. I'm holding the script in my hand and I'm looking at the screen while it plays itself. After chapter 6, you unlock the ultimate CAC mode. Just sit on your chair, grab a coffee, do the laundry, something else, and just let the game play itself. I usually don't do things like this. I was trying to grind this game a little bit more and at least reach the true end game and before like doing an actual review, but I think I got pretty close to it in the days that I played. But then I just really got pissed off. Like I genuinely got pissed off, because what I think the true identity of this game is like an attempt from NetMarble to capitalize from the hype of the recent release of the anime of this of solo leveling, and just to grind literally as much money as possible out of your pockets. See, I didn't do anything. I'll just be here sitting, talking, reading the script, the poorly half-assed made script that I made. And the reason why I've done that is because, yeah, do you know what? I'm actually gonna give this game the same service that NetMarble gave to it, which is I'm just gonna do a half-assed rushed review, just in order to grind the views and just capitalize on the hype, which is completely unjustified. This game gives you the illusion of being a skill-based game, of being an action RPG game. But no, everything is a DPS check. Your skills don't matter, because there's inevitably gonna be a timer of 2-3 minutes for a mission that is gonna be running out. Like, I wouldn't mind if you would allow me to complete a mission regardless, there is story or whatever. You give me a timer even if it's 10-15 minutes like other gacha games do. You won't allow me to get the completion star for finishing the mission like in too long of a time. Like, okay, yeah, this is fine, like the three-star missions, whatever, great, which give you, ultimately leads you to bonus rewards like tickets and things. I'm totally fine with this. This is okay. This is so that it gives a little bit of replayability to the story. I see, it's absolutely fine, but it doesn't exist that you don't allow me to complete a story chapter or anything else. Even if I do a perfect run, an absolutely perfect run, without getting hit and everything, then you don't allow me to complete the mission. It just doesn't exist. It doesn't sit well in my brain, because then it's not a skill. This is not a skill-based game. Your skills are irrelevant. All that matters is your DPS. Nothing else. I'm gonna show you another thing, that this is the level of cuckoldry as well that this game gives you. Like, I have unlocked. So ideally, you're gonna have, now we're gonna start talking about the hunters. Oh boy, the hunters. You have different elements, different classes. There is the healer, there is the attacker, the defender, the mage, the ranger, whatever. Well, none of this matters. Do you know why? Because except for the top row here, you see all of these other characters, they are irrelevant. They don't matter. It doesn't matter the element, it doesn't matter what the class is, it doesn't matter what the skill is. Just get these 3 characters here and you're good to go. For example, I'm gonna do here a tier 10, okay? I'm gonna do a tier 10 starter. The recommended element is darkness. So this game is trying to incentivize you to have different teams with different elements to achieve different things, no? Nah, doesn't work that way. You just go enter, you press the auto mode, which is already on, perfect, beautiful, and now I'm just gonna go and make myself a coffee while the game just plays itself, and then you can think about, when I come back, you can tell me maybe if you think that this is a skill-based game. I'll be right back.
So hello, it's me, the editor. In case you're wondering, yes, I'm 18, while my brother makes himself a coffee, because you know, this is a very, very skill-based game, as you can see. Auto mode in an action game, oh man, I was just waiting for this. It's so good. You know what else is good? This shit I'm eating. Sushi rice, salmon, wakame, tofu, tuna, you name it. It's so fucking good. It's a poke. Yeah, it's really good. I treat myself for dinner once or twice. So, anyways, he's coming back. Bye. Have fun.
There you go, I suppose. What is meant to be, yeah, I hope that proves my point. What is meant to be like a tier 10 mission, the highest that you can unlock for this thing. That's it, just complete it passively. I just went there and make a coffee. So this is definitely not a skill game for any people that would like to try and make this argument. It is really not. And it's the same thing about this. I could run this now and it would auto-complete itself. And you know what's the funny thing? I would say like, oh, but the higher two, the other two are the more difficult ones. Well, do you know what's the problem with that? Is that they give you different sets, which inherently is a good thing. But guess what? None of these sets matter. The only sets that you will ever need for your hunters, for your personalization, is this one for your healer, for your supporter, okay? This one, actually, ideally, this is not even the optimal one. Ideally, you wanna have the crit rate, crit chance one, and same thing here. It's like you don't need anything else. You really don't. All the other sets, all the other things, they're all redundant. Why even bother? Why even bother? Yes, they're more difficult, these two bosses, but I'm pretty sure that we're just leveling the characters more and investing a little bit more in their artifacts and skills, which you can level up, by the way, for what that matters. You could simply just auto-complete it with no problem. It's just a DPS check. It's all just a DPS check, because you either that or you run out of time. So don't even bother. There is literally no point. All you need is crit rate, crit chance on the artifacts, and then just damage some other way. It's irrelevant. Some people are gonna debate that you get a lot of rewards, especially in the beginning, and absolutely it's true. I would argue that is one of the positives of this game. You have these modes here, which are the challenges. By completing them, you get 10 draw tickets every single time, and some other minor rewards here, which allows you to pull and get characters and all of that. This is just temporary. Once you run out of these, once you've completed all of these, you are left with nothing. And NetMarble is quite famous for power creeping the characters and the content quite fast and easy. Most of the characters that are available, which by the way, I almost own every character in the game that's been released. I'm missing 2, and I've leveled them and I've tested them. Not the SR, because guess what, if it ain't red, it's useless, and even if it's red, if it's not one of these top 3 characters, it's bloody. Okay, special summons. Okay, this thing here, you go here, you can draw. We're gonna do this draw together.
Hey, it's me again, here to keep you company while the pools run themselves in the background. How you doing? I'm still eating my dinner. It's so tasty. I hope you're having fun. Let us know in the comments and subscribe, do all the shit, I don't know. Anyway, bye.
Okay, so once you have completed these special draws, obviously this is something extra, it's something that the game is giving you a chance to. You see here, you can get a guaranteed reward out of these characters, or these pools that you've done, so you can choose one per se, and go there, a guaranteed reward. You can get the ticket for $21.99, or which is okay. Listen, it's a guaranteed pool. 20 some games pretty much sadly is the standard price for these kind of things. Might vary in your country or whatever. Or you can go in here and you can get the ticket for $9.99 plus some other feature which should be in the base game for $9.99 a month with a subscription. So basically, if you click in here, you are basically allowing NetMarble to have a paid subscription monthly, so that you can get one special summon ticket and unlock some basic game functions, and I'm gonna show you which ones those are right now, which is mind-blowing. I play other NetMarbles games like 7DS Grand Cross and so forth, and these functions that they are selling you with a monthly subscription in those games, they are 100% free, integrated in the game. First of all, yeah, these are the functions. So you get the mode to sweep gates. So it means that you don't even have to play them anymore. You can sweep them. You could probably do this like one. I don't even know what these 11 points that he's asking are. So just to not like lose experience or anything else, I'll stay away from that. Or you can do the special sweep, of course, and just automatically complete the gates off the bat without even having to watch the gameplay itself. So that's the grade 2 of cuckoldry. And this ticket right here, this is the premium subscription to cuckoldry that I've ever seen in any game. You unlock the auto mining feature. So these ones, I guess they would start mining by itself, which, if you make sense, if you can sweep them and all of that, fair enough. Then you get more experience, more founds, more dungeon keys, special activity founds, and I don't even care what those are, to be honest. But that feeds everything in this is one little example of the predatory nature of this game. And this gets even worse when we start talking about the artifacts in this game. You remember what I said before about there is a lot of potential for build variety and character personalization and stuff? Well, I hope you enjoyed the artifact farming in Genshin, because somehow they managed to get the same exact concept and make it worse. How is it possible that it made it worse? Well, let's start with the usual stuff. All of these stats are randomized and everything, except for certain pieces, which they will always have an affix, which can't be changed. The top one, but is only like few pieces of equipment, but everything else is randomized. Okay, and in order to level up one artifact, I'm gonna take this one as an example, whatever. You go to enhance, and you can automate it, let's say like tier 10, okay, which at tier 5 will unlock one, or tier 10 would increase just like the other games, gachas that you've seen before. Then you go, and there is an enhancement rate which decreases unwasted resources and gold, which is the most important currency in this game. And see, I even got like a useless stat. And there is a chance of failure increases with the rarity of the item. And you say, but you got a lot of those. Yeah, but for the higher levels of enhancement, it requires more rare material, and there is a chance that those fail and you lose all of those. So that's gonna hurt a little bit, at least, when you start doing it. And it's just bad. And you know what makes everything worse? Like, I would love to find out who the fuck was the genius, the galaxy brain that thought, which restricts even more, it actively penalizes you for trying out things, for character experimentations and build variety. If you want to unequip, you have to pay gold to unequip the bloody artifacts that you got on. If I got here and I got changed and I was want to swap to this, he asked me for 4,900 gold for one piece of equipment. You must be out of your fucking brain to have put something like this in a gacha game or in any game. But I know I understand the reason why. Gold is scarce. It's not the literally premium currency in the game, but it's the one that you will use the most for everything, from leveling up characters. It'll require you gold. For enhancing equipment, it'll require you gold. For pretty much most of the important relevant things in this game, it will require you gold. And there is many ways to farm it. I know how to get it. If you go here, hold on, in the bundles, you get gold. You get gold pretty much everywhere, you see. You can get gold there for $6.99 on the step up, which I bought the first one, by the way, 200 plus gold for, what was it, £6 or £7, boom, which is UK dollars for whoever is not familiar. This one, currency, gold, and then they increase, and not by a bit. $23.99 is the next one. Like, it's insanity levels of fucking money grinding. It's like NetMarble is salivating at the thought of your wallet. Look at this. Look at this. You get gold here, tickets, gold. So like, and these are not cheap by any means. Like, honestly, if you are a whale, this is the game for you. Like, you can come here and just splash into the water, whale your way through, and do it. But even I would say, even if I had that kind of, I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind spending money for the games that I like. I played a ton of other gachas, and I'm a low spender, whatever. You know, I spend the money for the things that I enjoy, for the things that I like, and I think it's right to support a game if you like it. I ended up spending money on this game too, and do I feel it's worth it? Absolutely not. Now, the other horrible thing about this game is the PT and the draws. Like, so you can reach like PT after 63 draws, then the rate increases, but there is never a way to guarantee a character, not even in the rate up banners. Not even in the rate up banners there is a guaranteed way to pull the characters you're looking for, which is the rate up character in the banner. There is no 50-50, there is no hard PT, there is no guarantees. And here it's even worse, because you get to choose 4 favorite things, okay, which, by the way, just pick these 4. Everything else doesn't matter. 4 favorite things, or you could do a case for Seoji Chiwu instead of Emma. 4 of the things, and even when you reach hard PT, even when you pull a rare character, it's not even guaranteed that it's gonna be one of these 4. There is a chance that then is gonna be one of these 4. So this is the absolute worst banners I've ever seen. I've been playing gachas for a while, like I've played other games, and this is simply the worst. Now don't even get me started, like they tried a cute thing here with you know, Hunter Archives, so the character stories, and you need keys. Where have I seen that already? But and then the premium currency as well. Where have I seen that already? I wonder. And every time I open this menu, I keep thinking, why isn't Jinwoo holding his cell phone? Oh shit, yeah, no, wrong game. You know how I mentioned, like, as well, that the skill and the character personalization, it's really good, and you could, you know, there is a lot of potential for Jinwoo and in his skill. Well, you see how these skills are locked? They are locked not because I cannot unlock them, it's because the way you obtain new skills and you increase the level or the rarity of some skill is through another bloody gacha. Is a gacha inside of a gacha, the ones that we all love, obviously. Why not put a slot machine inside of another slot machine? So the way you get is you obtain these fragments here, you hit fuse or simple fusion if you want to do multiple. It's gonna cost you gold, quite a lot of it, of course, and then you get random skills. You could get one that you like, you could get one that you can do anything with, and that's it. That's how you get them. And the same story for these passives. They're all useless, just stick to the base one. If you get some of the more powerful one once you unlock them, boo, GG, good for you. But yeah, that's how you personalize your skill. It's a gacha inside of a gacha, huh? Lovely. On the other things and really upsetting things is the events. Oh god. The events are just some of the worst events that I've ever seen in my life for a game. You have either another gacha, which is done by these fucking dices. You get them by doing some daily quest and or pulling in the rate up banners, which is whale stuff again. You can do it in the beginning because they shower you with essences, which is okay, you can do it, but then once you start running low, then you go here, you go keep rolling, hit the dice, woo, I got 4 of those, and the rest is irrelevant. It's good to reach this 5 here, because you get the signature weapon for her. This is how I got one of the copies for the weapon. I've got 2 copies. You need 100 of these to get another copy of a weapon. I was just like, yeah, no, you must be taking the piss, because the only reliable way to do is to keep on pulling on the rate up banner, and it just ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry. Then you have these dungeon exploration challenges. You just play the games, do the other modes in auto mode, and voila, here is another event. Then you have a chain, I don't even know what that is, just getting points passively, and I got another copy of the weapon. Maybe it's just like by leveling characters up. You can check here. Yeah, level up, advance, chain. So yeah, exciting stuff. This one hasn't started yet, and this is the letter drops. You complete modes and then you do stuff, and then you can get boxes with another random another gacha, another gacha inside a gacha. It's really bad. I've never seen such shit content for event in any gacha. It's just it's awful. So what do I think this game is? I think this game is some weird fucked up social experiment from NetMarble, just to ride on the hype of the anime release, just so they can create this weird twisted mining grind of the game that it just wants you to log in, it just wants you to spend the money, get his monthly subscription, and log in every day and just slowly turn you into a cuck. Just wants to play itself. It's sad, man. It's sad. I am genuinely upset. I genuinely feel like they're trying to take the piss with this game, and it's a shame because it's got a lot of potential, The characters are amazing, the animations are cool. The first time I succeeded in the Igris fight during the story, and I had genuine fun. It was a toe-to-toe. Then I think like I only managed to do it because I changed my build and I met the DPS requirements. If I went there with a tank build for Jinwoo, no chance. I would still being blocked and cucked in that story chapter. Is this normal? No, it shouldn't be normal. So this is the point of my video. This should not become the standard for gacha games. This is unacceptable. They're just trying to grind the money out of. I don't know what to say. I'm really disappointed in this game. It's a bloody shame. It's a bloody shame. Could have been like a great game. Could have been more skill based, more focused on actually building the characters and making your own creative play style. But none of it matters when he's time gated and level gated. It's a game about a guy that grinds his way through godhood, and you can't even do that because you're constantly blocked, you're constantly cucked by paywalls and shitty mechanics and time and level gating. It's like, let me grind. So as for my final rating, I'm gonna give Solo Leveling Arise a heartbreak out of 10. Fuck this game. Before we start, I would like to give a big shout out to Raquin, my editor. He's an amazing artist. He does all of the music that you hear in the background from my videos and for this one as well. So if you like to support him and show some love, there's gonna be links down below to his channel. It's gonna have his Spotify and things, so please go and check him out. And now, as promised, as an added bonus content, I'm just gonna show you how to break the game, or even how to just play this game. So forget all of the builds, forget all of the things that you need 4 or 5 things. First of all, when you start, you go here and you select these 4 items. You select Emma, you select the priest guy, you go with the katana and the scythe, and you do not change them. You keep on pulling with every ticket you go until you get these 4 things. Either or for the weapon. I'm still missing the katana on this account, so, and I'm absolutely fine with just the scythe and multiple copies of the scythe. Then you pull for her, you get 1 copy for her. So you pull on this banner with just the tickets, you pull with the other tickets and all of the essence that you get on her banner until you get 1 copy. Okay, and then you just, where the bloody hell is, okay, you just go to Jinwoo, you dump into perception until you reach 80 something, 85. You dump everything else into strength. You select 2 skills which do heavy break damage, possibly. Okay, these 2 are the best ones that I could find out, or like figure out from what I got from the fucking gacha skill. And then you just slap on crit hit, crit damage, and you try and put as much crit damage and crit hit on every piece of equipment that you can find, and you rinse and repeat that process for the other hunters. You do the same thing here. Him is a little bit different. You just, it scales over HP. So put this set over here, which buffs the other members. For her, you can either go crit chance or crit damage, or just this set. It doesn't really matter. She does a fuck ton of damage regardless. Slap some sets. Her, she scales off of HP. So slap that, slap some damage, you're good to go. Boom, that's it. You broke solo leveling.